Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 35. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Harris running straight ahead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 53 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Pickett to his tight end Fryermuth for the Steeler first. Pickett now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Our score after second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling the plays.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. To the air on first down with Pickett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing to the hands of Pickens. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It's brought in by Harris. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And his pass incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And They've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now they're going to speed things up here. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
3rd and 2, Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
And the timing, everything well executed. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett dancing to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw, Pickett. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throw complete. Pickett to Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett, open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Pickett right back to the air again. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Pickett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Pickett to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Boswell's kick is good. This is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A fun, close ball game comes